Hey guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to make the Douglas fir square from the 2018 Vibrant Vintage Crochet Along. And I've made this square in a multicolor variegated yarn, so you can't really see what's going on with the texture. So I'm going to make this demonstration sample in a solid color, that way you can see it a little better. But here's the Douglas fir square, and to get started, we're going to make a chain 3, make a slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring, and in the ring we'll make a beginning DC and then chain 2, and the beginning DC is a single crochet, a chain 1, and then chain 2 more, and 2 double crochet. And that chain 2, 2 double crochet is our repeat. So we're going to do that 3 more times, and then we'll be back at the beginning ready to join our round. Okay, so I finished my round and I've repeated the chain 2, 2DC 3 times, omitting the final stitch, which is the final double crochet, because we've done our first double crochet as the beginning DC. So now I'm going to join into it. Just make sure that you take both of these back loops of this chain to make your slip stitch. All right, and let that slip stitch lie loosely over your joining stitch. Now into this corner chain space, I'm gonna work some single crochet with chain loops in between. So I'm gonna go straight into making a single crochet. You don't need to chain up or anything. And then I'm gonna chain 5, single crochet in the same chain space, chain 5, okay, single crochet again, and chain 5. All right, and now I'm going to single crochet into the same chain space again. Now we're going to chain 3 and go into our next chain space with a single. Okay, and now so we're going to repeat. Is done, and I've got a chain 3 on my hook now, and I'm ready to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round to join it. All right, and now we're going to start our next round by making slip stitch in the first 2 chains of this chain space. So I'm going to go into the chain space, into the actual chain itself, and make a slip stitch, and make sure that you don't make that slip stitch too small, or else you're going to get puckering. So now go into the second chain of that chain space with a slip stitch as well. We're going to make a single crochet into the chain space, and then chain 2, make a single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3. This is the corner, so we're going to make a single crochet in the same chain space. Now chain 2, single crochet in the next chain space. And so this is how you've got your corner here. You've got single, chain 2, single, chain 3, single in the same chain space, chain 2, single in the next chain space. That's how we're going to work our corners. Now I'm going to make a chain 1, and I'm going to make a popcorn in this chain 3 space here. So 1 DC, 2 DC, all the way up to 4 double crochet, and then we're going to release our loop, go from front to back through the first double crochet, grab the loop, pull it to the front, and that's our popcorn. And then we'll make a chain 1 again. Now we'll go directly into these 3 chain loops for our corner. Single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 3, same chain space, single crochet, then chain 2, and then next chain space, single crochet. And now we've gone into our repeat, but I just wanted to show you that corner again. Okay, so here's how your round looks with your 4 popcorns in place and your little corners finished. So I've got a chain 1 on my hook now, and I'm ready to join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. There we go. Now I'm ready to start my next round, and I'm going to jump into this chain space right here with a popcorn stitch. So to make that first popcorn, you're going to have a beginning DC, so go straight into a single, and then a chain 1, and then 3 more double crochets. Release the loop and go into that beginning DC, go into that chain space, and then that chain, and then pull your loop to the front. Now I'm going to make a chain 1, and I'm going to make my corner. 2 double crochet, a chain 3, and 2 double crochet. Easy corner. Now chain 1, make a popcorn in the next chain space, so 4 double crochet, and then release the loop, insert the hook front to back through the first DC and pull that loop to the front, make a chain 1. Now in our next chain space, we're going to make 2 double crochet, and then chain 1 over that popcorn, skip the popcorn. Now in this next chain 1, 2 double crochet, okay, and then we're going to chain 1, and now we're back into our popcorn repeat. Here is your next round here, and you've got your chain 1 on the hook, and you're ready to join into this popcorn stitch. So just go straight into the top of that popcorn stitch with your single crochet. And now we're ready to work into this chain 1 space after the popcorn. I'm going to go straight into it with the beginning DC. So make your single crochet, chain 1, and then I'll work a DC into each of these 2 corner DC stitches. And now I'm going to make popcorns in the corner. So I'll do chain 1, popcorn, okay, close the popcorn. And then I'm going to do chain 3 for my corner chain, popcorn, okay, chain 1. Now I'll just go straight across with some DC stitches. Make 2 in these corner DCs, 1 in this chain 1 space, chain 1 over your popcorn, skip your popcorn, DC in that next chain 1 space, and then go across these 5 stitches and chains with 5 DC. Okay, another one in this chain 1 space. Chain over the popcorn and skip it. DC into the chain 1 and into the 2 DCs. And we're back at our corner, so I'm going to chain 1 before I go into that popcorn for the corner. Okay, here's how our last round looks. And we're going to join, going from our chain that we have on the hook, I'm going to join into this double crochet here. It's a beginning DC, so just take those back 2 loops of the chain, make a slip stitch. And now we're into our final round, which is just a single crochet round as usual. So go across in your DC stitches and then 1 single in your chain space, skip your popcorn, make 5 single crochet in the corner, 4 and 5, skip your popcorn, single in the chain 1 space, and then you're going to single crochet in all of your double crochets and chain spaces across to your next corner. Okay, single in this chain space before the popcorn, just like before. Skip your popcorn, and 5 singles in the corner. And I've gone well into our repeat here, but just so that you see where you're supposed to place all your singles, I just wanted to be sure. So here's how your side's gonna look. All right, and just work this way around until you get back to the beginning. Okay, so now my square is complete, and I've actually gone ahead and joined with a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. So I wanted to go ahead and show you how I weave my tail. So I go back to front through both loops of the stitch to the left of the joining stitch, grab that tail and pull it to the back of the work. So now your slip stitch lays over your joining stitch. and then go back to front through the back loop only of the stitch to the right of the joining stitch, and then through each subsequent stitch, go from back to front through back loop only. And that is how you can bury your tail and have it secure without showing, and it's also quick and easy. A great little method there. So this is the Douglas fir square from the 2018 Vibrant Vintage Crochet Along, and I hope you guys enjoyed this square, and I'll see you for the next one. Happy crafting, y'all!